Last time on the cave.
Give me a halfway decent starting item. I had it this last time and I dicked it up. Soren's tiny finger, sure, that's additional damage. That's damage from clear across the room. Normally I wouldn't do this, but that's a lot of money. Plus the fact that I don't have to get hit by these guys, like I don't... The Weinsteins can't get up on me. Holy shit, you are super fast. Would you take a second to contemplate Jesus? Please? I fucking hate this room. Cool. The finger is ass if you play your cards right. If you play your cards right, you can't get finger into ass. You gotta say and do all the right things. Maybe use a birthday as leverage. Be like, you know, not every day, but once a year. Lubricate with a little red wine, if you know what I mean. But you too can get finger to ass. Finger and ass usually costs extra. How's the new monitor? I mean, it's a beautiful monitor, man. It's a beautiful monitor. I'd be lying through my teeth if I said that I could get it to live up to its full potential right now. Unfortunately, because of the way that my streaming setup is, I have a beautiful monitor capable of 144 hertz refresh rate, and I cannot see that because my game or my gaming PC sends out two signals, one to my capture card and one to my monitor. Unfortunately for me, the capture card captures at 59 hertz refresh rate, and my graphics card and my gaming PC says, well, I can't send out two refresh rates, so I'll just downscale to the smaller of the two. So unfortunately, that's what I'm getting right now. Is like to match the two outputs, it bottlenecks and chooses the smaller of the two and downscales. So I have this beautiful monitor that I have no idea what it looks like when it's running at a full gallop because it is matching speed with my capture card. Unfortunately, a new NVIDIA GPU would solve your issue. I don't know that it would. I don't know that two GPUs would fix that. I honest to God don't know what the solution is for that. And it's like it's a rabbit hole of money that I'm about. Like, I made the mistake of not doing my research on what would happen if I attached a really nice monitor to this very particular streaming setup. So that's on me. You know, I had a lovely viewer who said that he felt like Amber and I deserved a little cosmic karma after the last couple of years that we had, and sent this to me as a gift. Sure, that's actually not bad. Sent this to us as a gift, but I've been down this rabbit hole before, right? Something doesn't work, so you buy a thing, a cord, a cable, a card. That thing doesn't work, you realize you just needed one more thing. That becomes another cord, cable, or card. That thing doesn't work, so you need another thing. Now you buy a software package and a cord and a cable and a card. The next thing you know is you're in 500 bucks. So, and unless somebody comes along and wants to definitively take the specs from my setup along with a fucking flowchart, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody comes along and I give them a flowchart and I'm like, this is exactly what I've got. How would I make 144 hertz work on this? And they're like, here is an item, a shopping list of items that you need, guaranteed by me. Like, if it goes over, you know, I'm not gonna say like, if it goes over, I will buy you the difference. But you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, if I was shopping with my own money, this is exactly what I would need. You don't use two GPUs, you goof. You have your same setup. Literally replace your AMD with your NVIDIA card. Are you sure? Why? Just, dude, you're not min-maxing. Please. You can simply solve your problem by shoving money in it. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, man. Well, just take what you get. That's if I manage to not get hit here. Please stop fucking with me, homie. I was gonna say, do I have bombs? This is I'm just gonna get hit there. Cool. Good bomb, Taff. Yo, would you calm the fuck down? Well, chat, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. You need to get some Gucci flip-flops, duh. Just curious, is the frame rate lag on the PC version of this game? Nah, I never had. This game never lags. Yeah, Isaac. I can run Isaac pretty smoothly on my laptop on a plane. You know what I mean? So yeah, Trey swears up and down and sideways that if I... sure. Trey swears up, down, and sideways that if I just go from an AMD to an NVIDIA card that it might solve my problems and make everything work. Mike, aka the artificial intelligence system that powers Pretzel, is not 100% convinced that it'll work. And I really just don't want to go down... I really just don't want to go down that rabbit hole and just start spending money for the sake of spending money. Fuck. I did some looking at it, and you may be able to solve your issue by running a second copy of OBS. I'll have to look at that in a second. In a run where literally seconds matter, trying to get through the entire second or third hardest ending in the game in 20 minutes flat. Oh my god. And I'm going slow. And I can't see where I'm going on the map. If somebody would just cut and paste that into like mod chat, and I can read it later. Oh my god, I hope you're sad. I hope you're sad because every time you close your eyes to go to sleep, you see your parents dying in a fiery plane crash. That's what I hope. Weird little mullaboon things. I hope that's where your sadness lives every single day. These are all large explanations for things that I'm not gonna be able to read right now. I'll have to save those. I'll have to save those and read them. I'll have to save those and read them later. I'm not gonna be able to do Taffy tech diagnosis on stream while trying to do 20-minute speed runs of Lamb. Mapping? Black Candle? I mean, honestly, Black Candle might do it. Black Candle. Black Candle. Black Candle. Black Candle. Nothing. I don't know, this way? Like, I can't tell anymore where I'm supposed to be. Oh my god, is that really not it? Copied to mod chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That's not bad at all. I'm glad I wasn't worried about the reroll there. Alright, while that's going, I can go... I already promised him that we just set him up with a 10 megabit in NDI instead. Well, shoot, I'm giggly that you guys are all working together as a team. That shit blows my mind a little bit. Thank you guys. Like, I don't want to seem ungrateful. You know, any time that people are like concerned about wanting to help me out, especially with, you know, in situations where it's just like information, please. Especially in situations where it's like information, right? I find that fucking endearing. I really do. I just I know in the past that ultimately every single time I've tried to go into like tech diagnosis while on stream, very little good has come of it. And it's not been because the people that that were talking to me didn't know what they were talking about, or you know, or because of like incompetence. It's just it's a really hard thing to do and have any sort of excuse me, and have any sort of plausibly good, like competent me sucking it up. You know what I mean? It's hard to get anything good to come out of it when you're like live diagnosing shit on stream. Plus, it's one of the ways that I've found myself spending a lot of money, if I'm being honest. Excuse me? Ma, I need you back. Thank you. Don't care. I'll take that. That works. Come on, let me out, 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 let me out. Let's go. Speed!
Hey man, those are bits.
Cheers coming in from people. Framer drops 100 bits. Says here's some ad biddies to help with the eventual $500 fee of getting a new monitor. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's what I feel like, man. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy about it. I just I feel like every time I've tried to get a new piece of equipment, it's cost me thousands of dollars in like unforeseen upgrades and fucking money pit expenses. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be I'm trying to be more prudent about like how chase the rabbit I get about that kind of shit. I don't want like a couple of good months like March and April or March and February being good months revenue wise. I don't think get to be the reason that like I all of a sudden become like a dude who spends $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be like, oh, we didn't make rent. I had the money, but I spent it because I just assumed I was going to be rich forever. I'm a streamer who's made it and I'm rich. Thank you again, Frimry. I appreciate that, man. I'm just trying to be responsible with my money. Because I appreciate now how close in January, how close I came to not being able to stream anymore. I fucking need a bomb. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, back in January, man, I was in a place where I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna get to stream anymore. I feel sad. Telepills. Health up. That's actually the worst thing. Just don't touch any red hearts, ever, ever, ever. This is like the last room I needed to do that, but I got, like, guppy... I got guppy hungry. Blazing. 420 blazing. I got some vape nations in chat. Touch the heart. Deal with the devil, please. So I can get rid of this health. Don't care what you give me. Range is fine. What happened in January, Taff, if you don't mind the question? I've been kind of entrepreneuring and grad schooling the last couple of years. In graduate school, I lived off of borrowed money and student loans. I mean, this is years ago, right? But like, I was living off of borrowed money and student loans in graduate school. Then mine and Rob's YouTube channel blew up. He and I had our falling out. I managed to leave there with some money. Not a ton of money, but enough money to be able to choose what I wanted to do next for, you know, for a year or two. 99 Lives did well for a while, then didn't do well. And then, the long story short is that Amber and I had a nest egg, or else I would have been working like a legitimate, like, bartending job or something right out of the gate. Like, the moment I left graduate school, there wouldn't have been any, like, I'm going to stream, and I'm going to make content, and I'm going to do all these things that potentially take years to get started and pay virtually nothing out of the gate. I'm going to start companies. I'm going to work on Pretzel and 99 Lives and all this other stuff. And Amber's cancer ate everything. It fucking, you know, I mean, figuratively and literally. We were super fortunate. I don't know why I'm doing that. we were super fortunate in the fact that we came out of cancer and she lived. I mean, let's not let anything be lost on that, right? The most important thing is that Amber lived, but secondly is we came out of it with no medical bills, but money that we had planned on maybe using to buy a house here in Richmond, six figures was just gone. Just 6 figures worth of money was gone overnight. It felt like it was gone in like 16 months of medical bills, and we were back to literally zero, basically. So I made enough money to live for a little bit with 99 lives and pretzel. But then that didn't really dry up, but it just wasn't exactly what it wasn't sustaining, or hasn't been sustaining. I was at a place in January where I had like a 3-month runway left of like savings that was like, I'll be able to pay our bills for like 3 more months, and then after that would be flat broke. So, yeah, man. So it's just, you know, it was very quickly becoming grown-up time. It was quickly becoming grown-up decision time. And I gleefully would have made that decision. I would have made the decision to work, you know, like grown-ups do, right? Like, I don't ever work under the assumption that, you know, somehow Twitch is obliged to help me figure out my grown-up problems. So I would have kept streaming. I would have just found a job. I think Pretzel and 99 Lives I would have lost. I would have lost the ability to work on that from day to day, which would have bummed me out. So yeah, it was really... January was a bit of a scary time where I was just like, shit, I think I'm basically just almost out of money. And I'm not gonna put my sons at risk because I want to have a fun job, you know? I'm not gonna put my wife at risk now that I've got her back for sure, just to have a fun job. So oh, I wasn't paying attention at all. There's a heart, but it is way the shit back there. I'm just gonna work under the assumption that we're okay. Then sub-gifting and the cheerleader boards came to be, and everything changed for the better. Like, no bullshit. That is pretty accurate. Oh. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. No! That doesn't mean I can start throwing health away. Like, I really will need it for this fight, dog. Stop being an asshole. Please stop beating me up. How do you have so much health left? How do you have so much health? Jesus jumped up Christ on the cross. With you in a second, chat. I really would hate to throw this run away. Are things better now? Yeah, dude, Amber's on the other side of it. Like, I don't want to jinx it. Fucking, I will knock wood. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, man, she's good.
Those are bits.
Cancer-free for 2 years now. She's on the other side of radiation, on the other side of implants. The only thing technically that would be left is if she wanted to, for cosmetic reasons, to have tattoos done, to have nipples put back on. But Lofty King, cheers, 15 bits. It says, I'll mine bits for you whenever I get a chance, man. I love your stream, and this is definitely what you're meant to do. Lofty King, that is fucking maybe the nicest thing that anyone has said to me in like a week. That is super kind of you to say, man. Monkey Man says, you may have a successful streaming career, but is it successful enough to defeat the crippling strength of the corruption of the U.S. medical system? All I know is I came out on the other side and had no... I mean, like, that could have been a thing that bankrupted my family, right? Like, that could have been the thing that if I didn't have what I managed to walk away... Like, I walked away from Rob, like, sadly, right? I didn't want to walk away from Rob, but it ended the way I think it was supposed to. If I hadn't had that money... And, I mean, Rob checked in with me, even though he and I weren't talking much at the time. Once he heard the news, man, he was just like, I'm checking in because I heard about Amber. If there's anything I can do, let me know. But yeah, man, like I could have come out of that literally instantly bankrupted if I didn't have, if I was still walking around with table waiter money. You know, family of, oh, I thought I made it through there. I didn't see the bullets coming up from the south. But instead, I managed to make it out of there. I managed to make it out of there debt-free, which is, you know, other families have not. So I'll like I said, I'm glad she got sick when she did. Oh, this is the room that killed me before. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate it. I actually need to hurry. Kendra drops 500 bits and says, probably going to nap soon, but wanted to give you this. Have a great rest of your stream. Taffy heart, Taffy heart. Kendra, thank you so much, man. Oh, man.
Hey,
man in the figurative sense.
Bits.
Man in the, you are my lady, bro. Evil only drops 45 bits and says, medical problems caused me to file bankruptcy at 24 years old. All the feels. Yeah, man. That's evil only. That's the thing, is like, it's hard for me to get super salty about the situation when ours was like, it wasn't the kids. Amber and I would go into chemotherapy every day and say it wasn't one of the boys. Weird to say this. We would have preferred it was me of all the people, right? Like, I would have happily taken that off of her and shouldered the whole thing. I thought that every time we went into chemotherapy together. But of all the situations, A, we had the money to pay for it. We didn't have anything left over, but we had the money to pay for the treatment. And B, you know, it wasn't the kids. And so we kind of just kept telling people, man, we just kept getting the, oh shit, I went the wrong way. Kind of kept telling people, man, we just kept getting the best of bad news. We kept getting bad news over and over and over again, but it was the best bad news we could hope for each time. So thank you for the bits. All right, gotta get the fuck out of here. I need you to come back, man. All right, red ghosts, line them up. Line them up. I'm actually going to be cutting it close. This has to be the right way. Whoo! Okay. Let's just get in. I'll either hit it or I won't. Feels weird getting that close to him. Spoonbender's going to end up being the difference. Spoonbender's going to be the difference. Oh, you got Spoonbender too, huh? That's pretty good, right? Pretty good, right? Good shit. High five, chat. We did that shit together. Good fucking job, everybody.